Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh and thank you for joining the Average Joe Day Trader channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, click the like button, and hit that notification bell so you are notified every time I upload a new video. Guys, we are going to talk about the market today. Today's Thursday, May 29th. And it's exactly what I kind of thought was going to happen. We're going to talk a little bit about it in detail. I'm going to show you on the charts. But like I've said in some other videos, I even posted one from this morning, with every amazing green market day comes somewhat of a red down market correction. Today was the correction, guys. We had this incredible day yesterday. NVIDIA stock soared with their earnings report. All the other stocks soared with it. APLD, Tesla, Ford, you name it. Every pretty much tech stock around this NVIDIA play earnings launched and went yesterday. NVIDIA is holding really well. We're going to get into the chart and look at that for a minute. And also, we've had some really good earnings plays this week. Although kind of weird, they had some earnings on Monday, Memorial Day, while the market was closed. I thought that was kind of weird. A few companies actually reported earnings on Memorial Day. But at the end of the day, it's been a solid week overall. And let's talk a little bit about the market and what we actually are seeing right now. So you guys know I love Yahoo Finance News. That's my go-to. So Yahoo Finance News, you can see here, shows all the different indexes across the world. But obviously, we're focused on the Americas. The S&P 500 finished the day today at positive 0.40%. The NASDAQ finished a positive 0.39%. And the Dow Jones, the Dow Industrial, closed at a 0.28%. So at the end of the day, everything we're looking at is green, solid green, beautiful green. And that's what we want to see. We want to continue to see the market trend in green. Now, we had a correction today, so many of the stocks and things ran red, but not overall, guys. The market still, performed pretty well today. And so that's what you have to kind of understand. Some of the stocks that I live in, that I share with you guys, that are the best day trade stocks, doesn't necessarily mean they're going to perform well, but that also doesn't necessarily mean that the market's going to perform poorly. The market can perform really well, but a lot of the ones that we typically day trade don't, and vice versa. And as you learn the market and you kind of grow through the market and sort of understand what's happening, you'll see that difference. The one thing that I can constantly tell you that is a consistent thing is that I never care if the market is running down or it's running up. If the market's having a bad day or it's having a good day, I can still get into my stocks that I'm comfortable with, that I've trended, that I know how they're going to perform, and make some money. Now, maybe it's not as much money as I'd like to make on a super heavy green day, but I've shared with you, my goal is that each stock that I trade in, I make at least $100 each day on that stock. So if I trade 3 stocks in a day, my goal is to make $100 per stock, $300 for the day. Follow me? Now, that doesn't mean that you could be or want to be as aggressive. Okay, dog's barking. Had to pause. Dog's barking. Dog's barking. Dog's still barking. Got 2 dogs. They're barking. Paused. Got this new special microphone setup thing here with noise reduction, but it doesn't reduce the dogs barking. All right. I forgot where I was. For me, as a day trader, whether the market's up or the market's down, I'm still going to make money. I'm still going to push through to find what stocks I am trending on a 30-day period. I'm looking to see when's the ups, when's the down, how do they react to opening, how do they react at closing, what do they do midday. There's tons of algorithms that are run by different hedge funds and brokerage accounts that cause certain stocks to launch at 1:30 or drop at 2:30. You have to sort of learn them and know them. And as you trade and you're in them, you will learn them better. Had some great comments recently for some of our subscribers. Guys, if you're just getting into this, you're just getting into day trading and you're paper trading, that is exactly where you should be. Not financial advice, and I'm not advising at all to use real money immediately into a day trading scenario, but use the paper trading accounts. Webull offers a great day trade account. Matter of fact, if you guys do not have a Webull account and you're interested in opening a Webull account, that's what I use. That's what I show all of my stocks and charts with you guys. I also have E-Trade. I also have Robinhood, but Webull is my main day trade chart, my main brokerage account. And if you're interested and you don't have one, then drop down in the link below. I've got a link for you. Click on the link and you can get up to 20 free fractional shares just for opening your account based on how much money you fund into the account. So guys, jump over there and click that link and see if you want to open a Webull account. I promise you, you will enjoy Webull. I enjoy Webull. And guess what? I'm not paid to say this. I'm not a paid advertiser. I wish I was. Webull. Hook me up, Webull, but I'm not. I'm sharing with you what works the best for me. And that's what my channel is all about, sharing with you what works for me and the best day trade stocks that work for me to make money every day. All right, let's get into some of the news that happened today. And again, as you see, I love Yahoo Finance. I live in Yahoo Finance for a lot of my information. First and foremost, the big elephant in the room has been tariffs. We're back to yesterday talking about tariffs. Basically, there was a federal judge that said, no, not going to happen. Okay. And as I read through this article here about the tariffs and what happened today, is basically a trade court federal judge voted to block many of Trump's tariffs, including this flat rate reciprocal tariff that's aimed at our U.S. trade partners. Okay. It is the main one that focuses on China. Well, this federal judge, basically, I guess he felt like, hey, he's the guy to go after that. But what happened today was, and it's amazing how fast this happened, a federal appeals court today basically said that President Trump can continue to move forward with his sweeping tariffs and they'll temporarily stay in effect. And this is just this day after this other court, the Court of International Trade, blocked this implementation after deeming the method being used as unlawful. Okay. Unlawful to allow China to take advantage of us as the United States, unlawful to let the EU, or other countries basically impose tariffs on us and charge us tons of money for import and export items, but they're not having to reciprocate it. That's what this is all about, guys. It's the other countries being reciprocal and having to pay their fair share if they want to sell their products to the United States. I'm for it. I'm sorry. This is not a political view. This is being a United States citizen, an American who wants us to be stronger as a country. And that's what that's all about for me. But in any case, big news. The good news about this, it didn't affect the stock market so badly. Now, the market did run down today. We did have this correction, so we'll see that. But it was not because of the tariff talk. That did not affect the tariff talk. But that was the big one basically going on. Second thing that happened today, Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, basically Trump wants to tell him it's a mistake not to lower the rates. Okay. And Jerome Powell said he met with Donald Trump today at the president's invitation. And the White House said the president told the central bank boss that he's making a mistake by not lowering the rates. This face-to-face encounter follows months of Jerome Powell's criticism, from Trump and pressuring him for the Fed to ease this monetary policy. There's a lot. I can't get this to go away. There's a lot going on here, guys. Okay. You've heard in my other videos that Jerome Powell has just not cooperative, not wanting to work with Trump. And all Trump's saying is, hey, lower interest rates. Let's make the economy better by allowing Americans to have more of an opportunity to buy homes. Okay. Reducing taxes, these things that are basically the interest rate that are all under the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Jerome Powell's control. President Trump is wanting him to lower these interest rates. And so Jerome Powell came out of the meeting, and what we got was some of the same, what we've been hearing over and over again. We're considering this, we're looking at this, we're talking about it, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, Josh, the average Joe day trader, says, Fed Chair Jerome Powell, drop the rates. People are struggling to survive. They're sitting on the sidelines wanting to buy homes. Okay. Rent cost is through the roof. And I unfortunately know that because I am a landlord that owns properties and I have tenants, and I try not to to cause my rent to be too high for my tenants, because it's just not fair. They didn't make double the amount of money this year for rent to increase double the amount. So guys, there's so much going on here. Jerome Powell, let's go. If you can hear me, brother, lower those interest rates. Do the right thing for our economy. Do the right thing for the American people. Okay. None of this you guys wanted to hear anything about. You want to hear about the stock market. Let's get into the charts. First, let's go to that big, beautiful S&P 500. So yesterday with NVIDIA, it launched. Look at this, guys. The S&P 500 was at 5,876 points, launched all the way up here to over 5,970 points. Pretty good day for the S&P 500. Ran horizontal through the post and spent the whole morning and most of the day on a downward trend until late in the day when it started to work back up. Now, this kills me because APLD follows the SPY and it followed that trend. So did NVIDIA. Holding at 139, it's at 138.03 right now. But I'm not complaining, guys, because if you watched my other videos, I shared with you that I did what I regretted, and now I don't regret it. But I sold out of all my positions in NVIDIA at $142 per share, took that fat profit, put it away, and I'm going to use some of it to buy back into NVIDIA once it drops some more. So seeing this today for me in NVIDIA didn't break my heart, because the market closed at $134. That's where I got out. And that's where I want it to come back down to. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But NVIDIA does sort of control a lot of my other stocks like APLD, which I'm going to pull that one up on the screen for you real quick and show you what happened to that today. But it pretty much bombed today. Okay. It was sitting at $7.61 post-market, sitting at $7.55 pre-market. That was the low for the pre-market opening, and then it just dropped down. It did have an opportunity here where you could have day traded this. I did day trade this today, but I day traded it more looking at it this way. Okay, I got into it at $7 and about $7.18 and ran it all the way up here to about $7.28. So, about a 10-cent per share, but I was in at 1,800 shares. You do the math, 10 cents times 1,800. I'm not totally unhappy with that, but it's not sort of where I would have liked to have been. But it had a rough day today. APLD had a rough day. And now even in the post market, it's continuing to run down. $6.97, sitting at $7 right now, closed at 7.04. And I'll day trade it tomorrow. Maybe we'll wake up, it'll be at 6.50. Great opportunity to buy in even cheaper, get in it, make the money, get out. Let's look at the stocks that I have listed out for you guys. If you haven't seen the other videos, I'll go through them very quickly with you. But what I am, basically my opinion, what I feel are the best day trade stocks for you guys for right now. Let's go through the list. First and foremost, SoundHound. Okay, SoundHound, there was a lot of opportunity today to make some money in SoundHound. You've got to learn your support and resistance levels, guys. You've got to learn your candlesticks. Go to my training playlist and look at some of the different candlesticks that are some of the most important. Familiarize yourself with those videos and that training. And also go and look at my charting, resistance, and support line training video. That's the best one. And most importantly, if you're new here, go to my very first video, the intro video, which talks a lot about how to day trade, what my actual strategy is, how I day trade, how I look at all the stocks, how I select my stocks, etc. But SoundHound is a great one, great company. Everything kind of ran down today, but again, still had an opportunity to make some money here, an opportunity to make some money here. And at the end of the day, it kind of ran flat, closed at 10.53, sitting at 10.49. Ford. I love Ford. This is a great stock for day trading. Some days better than others, okay? But you're kind of looking at this. It wicked all the way down to $10.11, wicked all the way up to $10.21. So a 10-cent swing. Ford's not volatile as most other stocks are, so a chance to get in and out and make a little bit of money, but also you don't have the stress or fear that you're going to lose a lot of money, because Ford typically stays within a pretty easy channel. So Ford is one. Cemex Sab is a cement mixer truck, cement company. They had a very good day for day trading today. You can see that if you follow the candlesticks and see what's happening here, okay, and you've got this doji candlestick, and as soon as you see this doji candlestick, it starts running up. You pretty much run it up through the afternoon. Okay, let's say opening at 7:05, ran it all the way up here to 7:13. Again, not huge money, but a kind of a stable company, which is not as volatile. That's why I recommend it. APLD, we talked about it already. Not one that anybody probably should have touched today. I did, and I did make some money in it. BBAI had struggled today, guys. BBAI struggled today, and not one I day traded in. But let's move on. Not one to day trade today, but it is solid. They've got some financial trouble happening right now, guys. So here, let me go to auto. They've got some financial trouble happening, but at the end of the day, I could care less about their financial trouble, because if they have up days, they have up days. Down days, they have down days, and I'm going to make money in their up days. JTAI. Get back to my thing here. Okay, JTAI had some opportunities to make some money in it. A little bit of a challenging, chart read. I did not trade in it. Until it's sort of the volatility of it kind of settles down a little bit, I'm not trading in it. Now, SLDB is one that I had been screaming about to a bunch of some other guys I trade with, and told them, hey guys, you need to get in SLDB, Solid Bioscience. They're having some really incredible results. Even if you got in here at $3.20 on this candle and rode through some of this red, okay, it wicked bottom 313, and then it rode all the way up to closing at $3.30. So literally you could have made, anywhere from 10 to 15 cents per share. MYNZ also had a pretty good run today. This is one, the bottom wick open 193, ran all the way up to about, let's see, $2.02. Not too bad. It's not too bad of a day on MYNZ. MYSZ, my size. Again, I told you guys this may be one that we're pulling off the charts. I'm still just tracking and trending it. GFAI was a lot of down, but had a really nice day yesterday, even into the post market, but not one that I would have traded through the day. But look what it's doing through the post market today. It's actually on and up. So you just never know. And then Reeker is one that would have been your opening move. You see this next candle open up, boom, launched. Okay, and it wicked all the way up to $1.33 from this $1.18. Great opportunity to make some money in there. Guys, do your homework, do your research. These are the ones I recommend for the best day trade stocks right now on the list. Understand these companies, research them, do your due diligence, guys. Don't take this as financial advice. This is me just sharing with you my opinion and telling you what stocks I trade in and out of every day based on support and resistance and based on what I'm seeing in the candlesticks. All right, guys, hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that like button for me. Hit that notification bell. And do me a favor. You guys have been great to my subscribers that are in here dropping me comments. We've got some good community dialogue going. Thank you so much for that. Continue to do that. I've even got some comments from the video from last night and the one this morning that I'm going to be responding to today. I will respond to every single comment. That's my commitment to you. Thank you for being here. See you guys tomorrow. Let's get rich together. Josh out. Peace.